Let's practice with rates and with some dimensional analysis. Now here in number 12, the speed of light is 299,792,458 meters per second. How many miles per hour is this? Whew. Okay, so in thinking about this number, 299,792,458 meters per 1 second. And we need our answer to be in miles per hour. So I need to change both the numerator and the denominator. Well, first things first, I'm going to say, well, you know what? I know that to change meters, I can change meters to kilometers by moving my decimal left 3 places. Right? That's just converting inside the metric world. So I don't see my decimal, so it's at the end. So I'm going to move it 3 places. And I'm going to say, I'm going to start this as 299,792.458 kilometers over 1 second. Because now I can change from kilometers to miles pretty easily. I know that 1 mile is about 1.6093 kilometers. And remember, units matter. So I have to make sure my kilometers are in the right position top to bottom here. So my kilometers cancel out. And now I'm in miles. Remember, my numerator is miles. That's what I wanted. So numerator's fine. Now I go to the denominator and say, okay, I have seconds. How do I change seconds to hours? Well, 60 seconds is 1 minute. So that allows me to get out of seconds, but now I'm in minutes. I'm still not in hours. So I have one more step where I say, well, I know that 60 minutes is 1 hour. Now my minutes cancel out. Now my denominator unit is hours, and now I'm ready to rumble. So I'm going to start with my 299,792.458. I'm going to divide by that next 1.6093 because it's in the denominator, and then I'm going to multiply by 60, and then I'm going to multiply by 60 again. When I do that, I end up with 670,633,940 miles per hour. Sorry about that. I could not read my own handwriting. Let's go to the next one. A swimming pool is being filled at a rate of 15 pints per minute. How many gallons per hour is this? Okay, we start with 15 pints in 1 minute. Now, I like to start with what do I have? What do I know? And where am I going? Well, I'm going to gallons per hour. Okay, so my first step, looking at my numerator, I always start in the top. It doesn't matter, but that's just where my heart is. So I need to change pints to gallons. Well, I know that 2 pints is 1 quart. Okay, so that step takes out my pints. Great, now I'm in quarts. That's not enough. I know that 4 quarts is 1 gallon. Okay, well, that makes my quarts go away. Now my numerator unit is gallons, and that's what I want. Okay, numerator, check. I don't have to change that anymore. Let's look at our denominator. It's in minutes. I need it to be in hours. So I say, well, I know that 60 minutes is 1 hour. And the minutes go on the top because I have minutes in the denominator. So I need them to cancel out. Now my denominator units is hours, and so I'm good to go. It's all about the units. And now I'm ready to do my math. So I start with 15. If it's in the denominator, I divide. If it's in the numerator, I multiply. So 15 divided by 2 divided by 4 times 60 gives me an answer of roughly 1,800 gallons per hour. That's a pretty good rate, I would say. Let's do another. You plan to take a 400-mile trip and figure you can average 60 miles per hour. How long will it take you to make this drive? Okay, how long? We want our answers to be in hours. Right? That's what I see first of all. How long? My answer is in hours. So when I see 60 miles per hour, well, I know right away I'm going to need to flip that because I need hours to be in the numerator. So for my problem here, I'm going to have 1 hour over 60 miles, and I'm taking a 400-mile trip. Well, if I need my miles to go away, that means 400 is going to go in the numerator. Miles go away. I take 400 divided by 60, and I end up with roughly 6.67 hours, which is 2 2/3 of an hour, or 2 hours and 40 minutes. Oh, 6. Oh my gosh, why did I say 2? 6. 6 2/3 hours, or 6 hours and 40 minutes. Whew, numbers, they're hard. Let's do another. You plan on traveling 80 miles and your fuel gauge registers 1/4 full. You know your tank holds 12 gallons of gas and you've been getting an average of 26 miles per gallon. Can you make it to your destination without stopping for gas? We got a lot going on here. Okay, I have a 12-gallon tank. It's 1/4 full. So what is 1/4 of 12? Well, 4 goes into 12 3 times. So I have 3 gallons of gas. I know that just because it's 1/4 full. So I've got roughly 3 gallons of gas. Now, if I have 3 gallons of gas and my car gets 26 miles for every 1 gallon, well, that makes my gallons disappear. That means I can go approximately 78 miles with this 1/4 of a tank. If I know I need to go 80 miles, can I make it? I'm going to say no. I am not a fan of stretching it out. I know people who'd be like, oh yeah, you're fine. That's up to you. But I would say no, because your car says 78 miles. You need to go 80. I would recommend stopping for some gas. And let's do just one more. There are 39 grams of sugar in a 12-ounce can of Coca-Cola. Your coworker drinks a liter of Coke at lunch every day. That's a lot. A liter is just a lot of liquid. How many kilograms of sugar will he ingest from doing this every day for a year? Okay, so we've got a couple different pieces here. So the first thing that I'm going to do is say, well, ounces and liters are, metric to US. We need to change those. So I'm going to start by saying 1 liter. How many ounces is that liter? So let's start there. So my first piece here is saying 1 liter. So we're going to change 1 quart is the same, and there's more than one way to do this problem, just FYI. But this is how I did it. So that puts me into quarts. Then from quarts, I know that 1 quart is 2 pints. That takes me out of quarts. I know that 1 pint is 2 cups. That takes me out of pints. And then I know that 1 cup is 8 ounces. So by doing this, 1 divided by 0.9464 times 2 times 2 times 8, he drinks approximately 33.81 ounces of Coca-Cola at lunch every day. Okay? So now we're going to kind of do a little proportion here. We're going to do a kilograms to ounces, because that's the question, right? How many kilograms? Well, I know that I have a 12-ounce can of Coke and I have a 33.81-ounce can of Coke, and I'm trying to find how many kilograms. Okay? Now, by the way, this is per day right here that I'm doing in this little corner. But I'm told 39 grams of sugar. So how do I go from grams to kilograms? Well, it's grams, decagrams, hectograms. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3 to the left. So 1, 2, 3, that is 0.039 kilograms. So now I can solve this proportion, right? Cross multiply and divide, and I end up with 0.10988 kilograms per day. If we say there are 365 days in a year, then that means this old friend ingests 40.1 kilograms of sugar per year just in the Coca-Cola drank at lunch. That's a lot of sugar.